Good morning, everyone. It's Winona. I watch Gayle Agostinelli every night before I go to sleep. And she's been doing some projects from some other YouTubers. And one of the YouTubers is Cori Dahmen. And she does wonderful, amazing things. So I've been watching her, and I went back to her first videos, and I'm working my way up to the present. And in her first video, she was doing things with 6x6 paper pads. And I thought they were really good ideas. And I have a lot of 6x6 paper pads. So I thought I would try them. And the first thing that she made was a little booklet. So I've got some 6x6 paper pad here. And I'm not going to be too picky what I pick, but that would be nice. And then I wonder if I could find two of the same, maybe. Okay, let's pick the first one in the book, and then we'll pick that's it. The first one, the next one that's the same. I hope I'm not too scatterbrained here. Some days, I don't know, my brain just doesn't seem to want to work the way I want it to work. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off this little strip here that's at the top. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it down. Oh, I need a new blade. I'm going to cut it down to 4 inches through both of them, so that it's now going to be a 6x4 inch. Okay, that blade needs a little bit of work. And I think I'm going to look in the book. I was going to use a scrap out of that, but I think I'm going to grab another sheet of paper from the book. I think I'm going to grab this one. And again, I'm going to cut off the header strip. And then, I'm just thinking I could make a book this way too. Anyway, I'm going to cut off a strip. And for this strip, I want to put it around as a spine on my book. So I'm going to cut this. Let's see. I think maybe an inch is plenty. So I'm going to cut that strip an inch, and then I'll get rid of my little book here. And put my paper cutter down. Then I'm going to ink the edges, and I'm going to try gathered twigs. I haven't used that color before, so I think I'm going to give it a try and see what it looks like. Actually, very nice. So I did a video in November, and I was all excited. I was going to do videos and get everything done, and well, I spent some time with my mom because she lives alone and she gets lonely. So I spent a couple of weeks with her, end of November, beginning of December. And then it was Christmas. And then I spent a few weeks with her again, and spent some time with my little granddaughter. She's 3 years old. And I also quilt, and a family in town, well, not in town, on a farm near me. They were away one day and their house burnt down, and they lost everything. And they have 5 kids living at home with them, and you know, everyone is great, especially in rural communities. You know, they come together and they fundraise and help people out in situations like this. And I just thought, you know, they get a lot of money, which is good. Like, that's awesome. But I like to make quilts for local people when things happen like that. So I've been busy making quilt tops as well. And I've got 3 of the tops done for the kids. I got 2 more and then the parents. But I want to try to get back and do my paper crafting and try to do more videos and get my Etsy shop up and running, because I really want to do that, but I just haven't really had the time. So I'm kind of lining these up on my mat, because they're going to be the cover and the back. And then I'm going to take this, and I'll take my art glitter glue, which hopefully it works, because it's been a while. Oh, I also rearranged my craft room too during all that time. Well, my craft area of my room. I have a sewing and a quilting area too, because I own a long arm quilting machine. And that takes up a big part of the room. But I love doing paper crafts too, so anyway, I'm just trying to get my glue to come out, and it's not being very cooperative. But I make sure I get this right. So, oopsie. I should have taped these down with washi. Maybe I have to do that. Where do I have some washi? Here I do. Still have all my Christmas craft stuff out. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep. I was working on a journal, and I think I'd like to keep going on it. I'll be one ahead next Christmas. Okay, so let's put this here. Guess I didn't need that much washi tape, but I just want a little bit of a gap between them, not much. And then get that there, and that there, and see if I can get my art glitter glue working any better. Okay, I have to redo this because I just had a little bit on it and it's dry. Oh my goodness, this does not want to come out. Oops, I hope I'm on camera here. The good thing with art glitter glue is you just need a little. You don't need a whole lot of it to glue on. Boy, that's hard on my hands. Oh my goodness, I can hardly squeeze that. Let's hope this is, oopsie, my goodness. Having a heck of a time here today. Okay, I'm going to grab a baby wipe. No, I'm not, because I can't find one. I have such a mess here. Oh. Okay. This is just a paper towel that I've sprayed a bit of water on. Look at the color came off the paper. That's interesting. Oops, the paper came off the paper there. That might have to be the bottom of the book. There we go. There that is. And there that is. So I'll just fold this. Ooh, I should have scored that first too. That probably would have been a good idea. Yes, there that is. So there's my little booklet. It's 6 inches by 4 inches. And I think I'm going to chomp the edges and make corners on the edges. Just small ones. Here we go. The corner chomper. The wonderful thing about the corner chomper is you can go through even chipboard with it. Okay, I'm going to sew around the edge, the whole edge of the book, and it might be kind of painful watching because it's not the most exciting thing. And also because I have to do it, I can't use, my feet are, I have neuropathy in my feet, so I can't use the foot control. I use the buttons, and because of that I feel I don't have enough control, so I go fairly slow. And I'm going to change my stitch, and I'm going to go to a zigzag stitch for a little while. Oops, I should have been out a bit more. And then I'll change it back. I think that just adds a little bit more character to everything. Okay, this is more of a challenge when you're not using your foot control. Went a little bit close to the edge there. I'm going to gradually go back in. I'm going to stop it again, go back to that zigzag. And just for a couple of stitches, and then go back to my regular stitch. So across there. And then I'm going to go back to a zigzag for a few minutes, or not for a few minutes, for a few stitches. Back to my straight stitch. And it, like, if I could use my foot control, I would go a lot faster, but I just don't have the same control with my hands, especially on corners. I'm going to do a little zigzag here, because this is the front of the book, so. And then back. I think it just adds a little bit of interest in. And I'm using gray thread simply because I'm too lazy to change my thread from another project I'm working on. Let's see if I can do this corner better. Well, I don't think I did. I have to practice. And you know, I saw on Facebook, an art group I belong to, a girl showed a picture she had done, a drawing she had done and painted, and when she started taking these art courses 2 years ago, and then she showed a picture she just finished. Oh my goodness, like what an improvement. And I think it just goes to show that, you know, with practice, you can do anything if you practice hard enough. Well, and unless you have a disability that prevents you from doing it. I'm not going to make anyone feel bad because they can't do something. But I was just shocked at the difference, and I used to do a lot of art. And I thought, you know, I think I need to get back to that. And I think I'm just going to leave this open at the back, and I'll do a couple of stitches back. And then where's my scissors? I'll just leave those hang for now. Okay, so I've got my book. My corners are that corner's actually better than that one, but I'll decorate the front after. So I'm going to take, I think, 4 pages of coffee dyed paper. And I ordered this coffee dyed paper online, and I can't remember who it was, but I'll look it up and I'll put it in the description under the video. So my book is, so I want to fold it on the 4-inch, right? So that'll be 8 inches by 6 inches. So if I cut this, I better do one at a time. I don't want to do 6, and so if I take off, ½ an inch and then a little bit more, so I'll take off 3/4 of an inch, and then I won't quite do, yeah, use my brain again. I'll do 5 7/8, I guess. And then that'll fit in there, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm actually not taking off. I'm taking off 5/8, not 3/4. So I take off 5/8, and then I cut it 5 7/8. Maybe I'll put this side. 5 7/8. Okay. And I'm just doing 4 pieces of paper. So I'll take off 5/8. Oops. I have to get a new, I've got a new blade coming in the mail one of these days. It's from close to my heart. Yikes. A titanium blade. So I hope it works better than this one does. Okay, so have... Okay, so I'm taking off 5/8. And then 5 7/8. Okay, so I'll put this to the side. And I'm going to fold these in half. Some of them have a little bit of rough edge, but that's okay. It's junk journaling. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'll chop these edges as well. Now I'm going to put it in here. Kind of center it. I'll be right back. I'm just going to grab a clip. Okay, so we'll put a clip here. Yikes. And I'll put a clip here. And I'm just going to sew this with my sewing machine. I'm just going to do a straight stitch right down the center. And I'm going to start at the top, I think. So I'll start there. Hope you can see. And then I'll do a couple of stitches forward. And then a couple back. I can see this clip's going to be in the way, so I'm just going to take it out. And another back stitch and then back forwards. Pull it up. And I lost my scissor. Oh, there it is. And I'm going to leave tails. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but... And then I'll take my bone folder. And, oh, there we go. We have a little booklet that we can throw in a journal. And I'm actually working on a journal right now, but I don't have all the ephemera cut out. So I think I'll wait to decorate this until I get the ephemera cut out and decide what I'm doing. But I can use these. And I can make a little tuck back here if I want. I can make a pocket here. I think I'll make a pocket here. Where's my pencil? Yikes. I think I'll only have the pocket go to there. And I'm just using my paper cutter out of camera. And then I'm going to snip this edge and put it in there. So we'll distress the edges. There we go. There we go. So now I have a little pocket here. And you know what? Do I want a different one on the back? I think I'm just going to do the same on the back. And again, I don't want it right up to the spine because then it makes it hard to close, open and close. And I don't want it covering the stitching because it doesn't always glue the best then. And then the stitching is still a little decorative accent. So we'll punch this corner. And then we'll ink this. And just the 3 sides. And there we go, another pocket. We can make some tags to put in there. And Roxy Creations is doing a challenge, a tag challenge, and I want to do some of those tags. And I think that the first tags I do will be fit in this, and they'll be awesome. Okay, that's it for today, everyone. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.